Hey guys, this is Jamie. Sorry, I've been going through a rough patch right now mentally. Uh, but anyway, I guess let's get on with this video. So today I want to talk about, and specifically hopped on to talk about, Lunchly. I think it's pretty much everywhere when it comes to the internet and discussing different stuff. So obviously everyone has heard of Mr. Beast, unfortunately, by this point, and his whole idea that if he does something technically good, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and that will get him away from other stuff. Now, there's enough creators specifically who reach out as well to Rosanna Pansino, who has been really advocating for the fact that Mr. Beast is completely batshit and I don't know, he just rubbed me off the wrong way for quite a while, and then obviously we started having people coming out to say that he's been problematic, that he has very sort of dubious things going on in the background, from what I understand, and to put it mildly. So obviously, being a big creator and being in the public eye while doing very questionable stuff is gonna get you called out actually. And specifically with the amount of money he's making, with the fact that he exploits specifically people's desire to see something good and some sort of positive content. And in general, it's a very twisted, I think, even his whole existence is very twisted. The fact that someone is using charity work or something which could be seen as noble and exploiting it to a very extreme narcissistic way. And his whole idea of posting videos after he dies is also very bizarre to me. And it has been a certain thing that worries me in general, with this, specifically with this era of tech bros and people really pushing the fact that they want to be immortal, and people aren't focusing on what will the future be. People really want to remain in the future for self sort of narcissistic reasons more than anything else. And in general, the world is a very fucked up place, but we're aware of that. So I do want to say that I don't like the fact that he did Mr. Beast collab with Logan Paul, and I don't think anything good comes from Logan Paul. And KSI, I still don't know what he does. I just know he fought Logan, no, not Logan, his brother Jake Paul at some point, and I have no idea who he is outside of that. So basically, they all joined up to do Lunchly, which is sort of their response to Lunchables instead of something which I think Mr. Beast would be more interested in, like for instance, supporting a school with more healthy foods or giving children more food. So this is a way of showing that he's had enough of sort of doing feel-good contents, and instead of giving people, he's charging people now, which is big surprise, like what he's been doing really under everyone's nose, but everyone was like, oh no, he made like people see, or like he built a well in Africa or whatever. And now there's obviously mold in the cheese, and Logan Paul laughed it off recently in his podcast. I mean, it is very Logan Paul-esque to laugh about a situation. So I do want to say that we are also in a very weird sort of social situation where a lot of people obviously look up to these people, and specifically a younger audience. And this is something I mentioned to Lucas, my partner, a while back, that it is absolutely bizarre that we don't have proper like teen celebs anymore. And like when we were growing up, we'd have like Miley Cyrus with Hannah Montana, we'd have, I don't know, Lizzie McGuire with Hilary Duff. So obviously there is a lot of dark things happening to the Disney stars, and it's horrific, obviously, child exploitation and everything. But I feel like pushing children to look forward to being 18 so they can sort of do other stuff or look up to way older people, sort of, I feel like we're robbing them of a more sort of teenager experience without giving them any alternatives to like Mr. Beast or whatever. So we are in a very weird situation right now. And I don't think there's a lot of sort of age appropriate things, and even having like, I have a younger sibling. I feel like there's not enough content pushed out for that audience in a sort of normal way. So you literally have things getting sugar coated, or teenagers drawn to more childish, more sort of very, very cleaned out things that sanitize the world. Like I had a situation like where I was playing Digimon, and my younger sibling was really traumatized from a Digimon backstory, and I was like, well, I had far more uh, sort of tricky things I'd watch on Digimon when I was growing up. So that kind of raised a few alarms in me, and I do feel like all the Steven universes and certain media sort of really sanitize of what is good, what is bad, and they don't give an accurate depiction. I feel like, but at the same time, then you have the other teenagers who look at sort of Andrew Tate's, Logan Paul, and etc., who go into this grifting mindset, who feel like they haven't made stuff. If they don't have a Lamborghini or whatever by the age of 22, they failed. So we really have a very big crisis when it comes to teenagers and what they should be watching. And it is factually something we should be alarmed with. So obviously, they're not addressing the mold properly. They're not saying, hey, yeah, we'll recall it. And the fact that they didn't put preservatives, which you need to put in cheese products for them to last, is concerning as well. So it's like, how did they even get through some FDA or whatever in order for that to be put in the supermarket? And why are they advocating for something that isn't as healthy? And in general, we have an issue with YouTubers that they put out a bad product actually, and then they market it in every possible way, and you have to get it because it's, I don't know, Tana, it's Jojo Siwa, it's whoever's the YouTuber at the moment, really. So obviously, like, you go into a store, like, we don't have Lunchly from what I'm aware of, but we have, for instance, Prime, and we do have like kids sort of going like, oh, dad, I want to get Prime or whatever, but thankfully I've seen sort of parents say no to Prime, so that's nice, I guess, because I think it's very questionable individuals. But I do wish like parents would be like, no, this individual is not good, etc., rather than just say no, we're not getting Prime. So yeah, in general, I feel like everything has been very depressing right now about the world. We have wars, we have everything. So obviously, seeing questionable stars and people who are very questionable ethically, morally, and everything rise and be looked upon as someone to strive for is very alarming. And this is coming from all age brackets. Like, every age bracket has a weirdo that people are looking up to. I mean, we have Elon Musk openly paying people to vote for Trump. And in general, one of the things that I never understood was how people feel that you can vote for someone who wants to remove the rights of someone else. That is something I will never understand, probably. So yeah, so I do feel like we need to make more friendly content and educational in a way that people need to enjoy their age. We don't need to make people strive for something else other than a better version of themselves. And we don't need to sort of push this agenda on people that if they don't have a Lamborghini by the age of 22 by grinding on crypto or whatever, that they failed at life. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I'm sorry if the video ended up short. I do appreciate all the support I've been getting. I'm sorry, I'm really going through a very hard time mentally. Um, so yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't exactly been thinking about this topic or you want to discuss it with your friends or relatives, whatever, probably a friend group, feel free to send this video, spread it, share the love, have an interesting discussion with someone about it. And I really appreciate the love I've been getting, even though I haven't been publishing as frequently as I should, but I'm really trying to get back to that. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and leave a comment if you feel like it. Thank you very much.